Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will present about sustainable hollow concrete brick using glass as a partial sand replacement. So first let me introduce our group member. So my name is Muhammad Irfan Ihabi bin Idah Fahzan. So my other three member is Danish Hasrul Hanafi, Muhammad Amshar Shafani bin Muhammad Sazali, Muhammad Faiz bin Wanu Azam. So first let me introduce introduction. Hollow concrete bricks are fundamental in the construction industry due to their structural efficiency, standard dimensions, and ease of installation. However, conventional brick manufacturing heavily relies on natural resources such as sand and gravel, which contributes to resource depletion and environmental degradation. To address this issue and support sustainable construction, this project explores the use of waste-derived material as an alternative. So why is it important in Malaysia? First is to solving solid waste management issues. In our country, Malaysia, this issue is increased. So we need to reduce it. So second is conserving natural resources and lowering emissions. Third is thermal insulation for a tropical climate. And fourth is alignment with National Green Initiative. So this is breakdown of studies. So first is overview of conventional bricks. Hollow concrete bricks are widely used for their structural efficiency and standard dimensions. However, conventional brick production relies heavily on Portland cement and natural aggregate, which contribute to high carbon emission and environmental concern. Second is selection of waste material. To support sustainable construction practice, this project incorporates waste-derived material as a partial replacement for conventional aggregate. Third is characteristic crushed glass. Crushed glass is an excellent aggregate substitute because it is highly durable, extremely hard, and has almost zero water absorption. When properly crushed, its angular particles provide strong bonding within the concrete mix. Therefore, this study investigates the effect of replacing 5% of natural gravel with crushed glass on the physical quality and compressive strength of the concrete bricks. So this is our objective. First is to explain the concept and application of sustainable hollow concrete bricks for public and community use while maintaining standard brick dimensions. Second is to select and prepare appropriate sustainable material to be used. Three is to prepare the produce sustainable concrete mix using a correct material measurement, mixing procedures and safe laboratory practice. And lastly, to fabricate standard hollow concrete bricks using proper laboratory method, including mold preparation, casting, compaction, demolding, and curing techniques. So this is our mix design. We use cement 1.385 kg, water 0.969 liter, sand 2.21 kg, glass 0.217 kg, and gravel we use 4.34 kg. Total mix proportion for one batch for eco concrete specimen.
And for the methodology, we have 7 steps. First step, we prepare the material that we want to use for our hollow brick. Second, we concrete mixing. We mixing all the concrete material to create a cement mixing that we use for hollow brick. So for the step 3, we fill our mixing into the brick mold to create the mold shape for our brick. For the fourth step, we compact it to make sure that there's no air void between the cement cracking of our cement. Second, after that, we demold after setting. Step 6, we curing our brick to make sure we get the strongest strength development for our brick. And for the last one, we test it. We see through our visual inspection, we measure the weight, density, and compressive strength. For the apparatus used, we use electronic weight balance, measuring bucket, sieve, concrete mixing tray, and water measuring jug. Hollow brick mold, water curing tank, compression testing machine, and calculator. For the process, like I mentioned earlier, step 1, we measure the materials. That is the weight for all of our material that we use for our sustainable hollow brick. Second, we mix our concrete. Third, we filling the mold with the mixing that we do. After that, we compacting all the mix to ensure the density and structural integrity of the brick. For the step 5, we remove the mold. We carefully remove the mold to make sure that uh, we avoid surface cracking or deformation. For the step 6, we curing the brick to maintain the moisture to allow full stress development. And for the last one, like usual, we test it. We go see the visual inspection. We test their weight, density, and we use the compression test machine to measure the compressive strength. And for the finding, this brick is successfully produced using recycled glass as a partial aggregate replacement. Glass was eventually distributed throughout the brick matrix, and the brick maintained its shape and structural integrity throughout the curing and testing process. Sustainable material was successfully incorporated into the brick mix, confirming that recycled glass can serve as a functional and eco-friendly construction material. And for the physical appearance, this is the data that we get from the test, the weight, the maximum load, the compressive strength, and the dimension of our brick mold. For the discussion, using with glass as a partial replacement for sand in concrete production is we can reduce landfill waste, minimize environmental pollution. Second, we can replace part of the natural sand with recycled glass. We can save the ecosystem. Third, we can recycle glass as a sustainable construction material, reduce the environmental impact of concrete production. And the last one, we help reduce the consumption of natural materials. For the conclusion, we successfully fabrication. The waste glass that we use is successfully used to produce sustainable concrete bricks. Second, glass as a sand replacement. Glass can be used as a partial replacement for sand in concrete. This help reduce the use of natural sand and give waste glass a new purpose, so that we don't waste the waste glass for no reason. And for the last one, for our future research and outlook, this project shows that waste glass can be used as a sustainable material in concrete bricks. Future studies should identify the best amount of glass that we need to use for our brick to remain it strong, durable, and environmentally friendly. And the knowledge gain for the cost contribution, the knowledge and skill that we develop is for the knowledge we gain sustainable construction material, concrete mix design and proportioning, brick fabrication technique, laboratory testing procedure, and material performance evaluation. For the skill developed, we develop our skill in laboratories, practical skill, teamwork and communication, technical problem solving, data analysis and interpretation for the test, and for the technical report and presentation preparation. So that's all from our group. Thank you for your attention.